how do you react in situations where there's confrontation or there's difficult communication happening? Maybe someone's expressing anger or frustration at you. I had an experience just last night where this happened to me. I let my dog out at night, it was dark, and he started barking. And I was trying to get him back in, but not having much success. And then the neighbors started shouting at me over the fence, saying things about my dog and myself, and all those types of things that made me feel very uncomfortable. And I eventually got the dog inside after a few minutes and started to feel these thoughts and feelings about how inadequate I was as a pet owner, how I haven't been training my dog well enough, how my dog doesn't listen to me, how I wish that he did, and trying to think of ways that I could, train him better to make sure that he responded to my commands and wouldn't bark unnecessarily at nighttime or early in the morning and upset my neighbors. Because we all want to live in a harmonious environment with the people around us, of course. So I was mulling over it. Eventually I got to sleep. And this morning when I got up and I was taking my dog for a walk, I dictated a letter that I ended up writing and putting in my neighbour's mailbox just now, expressing how I felt about the situation, how I was really sorry and apologetic about the dog barking, and how, I'm just doing my best, and, I'll make better efforts to train him more, and, the well-being of my neighbours is really important to me, and I don't want them to think that, I'm doing this on purpose to upset them. So I went through that process of writing this letter and expressing my feelings about the situation, and then I went and dropped it off just before making this video. And there was a point in time where I'm like, do I really need to send this letter? Should I just leave it? And I really felt inside that it was important for me to express myself and share that with my neighbours so they could understand where I was coming from as well. And I wanted them to know that they were heard too, that I could hear their concerns, I could hear their frustration about the dog barking situation. So that's one way of, dealing with a confrontational situation. I've yet to see what will come of that letter, if anything, and I'm going to continue to practice training my dog and hope that his barking will reduce over time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you in another video real soon.